I want to bring it back to insurance specifically, right here to ask you, like, with all of the AI capabilities insurers already have and they're trying to build, what do you think the biggest dangers are if we don't get this figured? We'll talk about how to actually regulate it later, but what's the biggest danger if we don't get guardrails in place?
I think that there's a lot of opportunity for companies to essentially build their own insular GPT, okay? Where they can be taking advantage of their own proprietary information and building it out into an environment where you can have a very intelligent bot be expert on, many things about your company. I think an area that is very highly automated opportunity, and I don't mean to disparage anyone in this regard, but in the legal space, right? There's an opportunity to really ingest a lot of what regulates the industry, and then you go ahead and you take on the decisions that have been made within your organization from a legal standpoint. And this extends into the data privacy space as well. But you go ahead and you take all that and you layer it in. Now, all of a sudden, you've got an opportunity to have an interactive bot that can talk to you specifically around, legal aspects, vendor contracts, things that you can and can't do or that you shouldn't do in the name of the company, all these things essentially that you can get at a moment's notice, through a Google type interface where you don't have to wait for, legal representation to be available to ask the question and for them to do the research on it. It would be essentially instantaneously available. So I do see, there's a lot of opportunity there. The challenge, though, in that regard is, and I don't know if you saw what happened with Samsung last week, but essentially Samsung tried to do something similar to that, but somebody, instead of keeping it within the confines of the company, loaded it to actual ChatGPT, and the next thing you know, it's worldwide. And so, proprietary Samsung information is available to everyone. So again, we just need to be really careful about how we go forward with this and be purposeful around what it is that we're trying to address and accomplish. I really think that there's a lot of opportunity, and don't even get me started on going down the path of quantum computing involved with that. You were very quickly going to get to a point where there's not going to be a lot of stuff left for us to do. They'll be really good at even coming up with new ideas around, potential products based on, what's happening in the environment. Again, there's lots of opportunity, lots of changes I think are potentially coming down the path. I do think that we've got challenges within our own organizations to understand what's happening. I think we've got even bigger challenges in that we've got legislatures and political bodies that aren't smart on this stuff, right? And they are going to be doing some knee-jerk reactions. Almost everything. I'll take you back to the comment I had made about this AI Bill of Rights that the Biden administration put out there. Almost every other sentence in it mentions the word bias. Okay. And so again, somebody clued into that, when they were writing it down and building it out and saying, well, this is going to be discriminatory and all these bad things are going to happen to all of our constituents. And so there was a focus on that. Right. And so again, my hope is that there'll be more education, there'll be more opportunity for people to understand and learn a little bit more around how this works. Hopefully they don't get all their information from ChatGPT or GPT-4, right? Or we'll end up with a Skynet type situation. But again, I think that there's really good opportunity to utilize this in how we're building out the insurance products and opportunities there.